Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my fellow organiser, Mike Horne. He's the one who's doing all the emails and stuff like that, so you've probably seen his name on the emails, etc. before. So, next talk is by the two of us. I don't know whether some of you know that last December we ran something called PiWars 2014. It's our first PiWars. It went pretty well, I would say. Yep. A lot of people enjoyed it. I asked whether people would like to do it again, and it was quite deafening with a yes. So, this is our announcement for PiWars 2015. Over to you, Mike.
Okay. It's going to be in early December again. We're not too sure where it's going to be yet. We've got a few possibilities. It may be here, it may be elsewhere. It is once again a challenge-based robots competition, and we need anybody who wants to build a robot to be involved.
So, we had a number of good challenges last year. We're going to change a few of them this year. Don't want it to be the same every time. So the challenges: bringing back the obstacle course. With a few changes in it. We're not going to tell you what they are. Wouldn't be as fun then. Reminds me, we should talk to you. There's going to be a robot versus robot duel. Last year we had sumo. This year we're doing something slightly different. So that'll be one robot against another robot, non-destructive, because you need to carry on with the rest of the competition as well. Skittles. We'll knock over some Skittles. We'll tell you more about the rules for each of these in the coming months. We're not announcing the exact rules today, but we've got to come up with some good rules. 3-point turn. This was actually quite popular last year. It's where the robot has to turn itself round and doing at least 3 points. Straight line speed test. Very good last year. Extremely fast robot won it. I think it was 2 seconds, something like that, or less. Yeah. I'm sure another robot here could probably do it a bit faster, but that would probably destroy the course. Line following, which is an autonomous competition where the rubber has to go around follow a line. We're going to be doing a better course next year, this year than we did last year.
We promise it won't be held together with sellotape this time.
No, it didn't work well last year. You learn. And there's going to be proximity alert again, same as last year, similar to the one last year.
Okay. We've also got a few changes to the other ones with bits and pieces we do. Code quality. We want to do this again and have proper code reviews. This time we will not be doing that on the day. We'll be getting you to email us your code a week before so that we've got a chance to review it. We know that a lot of people code right up to the last minute, but it will have to be whatever you've got ready a week before. Build quality, which is a slight change from last year. Literally, how well put together is the robot. Aesthetics, we'll have a how nice does it look competition again. The more blinkies you can add to it, the better. And best blogging team. We'd like each team this year to set up a blog, let us know where it is, and we'll promote it so that you get views and that kind of thing. And we'll be following you and following your progress. And it's a competition, a challenge to see how well you can put across the journey of your robot. We'll also have some other side competitions running. Smallest robot, which last year, to give you an idea, was won by a robot about that big.
About the size of an A+, wasn't it?
An A+, yeah. Most featured robot, we understand that could mean anything, but it will be up to the judge on the day to decide what that means. Most innovative robot, ditto, whatever the judge decides on the day. And best non-competing robot, we'll have a show and tell area like we do today, but it will be just full of robots and it will be a competition between the ones that aren't actually taking place in the actual challenges themselves.
So, some dates for you to think about. We're going to open the registration for teams, and it'll be between the 1st of July and the 1st of August. So you've got about a month to think about whether you want to actually enter the competition.
It won't be first come, first served.
It won't be first come, first served, I'm afraid. We had an enormous number of people wanting to enter last year, and we have limited space, limited time to actually run the event. So we will be choosing the robots out of the list, and which ones we choose, I think schools and children will probably have a high preference.
Yep.
But apart from that, we'll see. Okay, we'll notify the teams so they can start building their robots by the 14th of August. And we'll actually finalise the rules by the 1st of September. Each obviously each event has to have a set of rules so that people know exactly what they're going to go up against. Those are a few dates for people to work to, and then you've got basically from the 14th of August, you know, you're entering to December, be around about the beginning of December when the competition will actually go ahead for you to build, test, rebuild, retest your robot.
Melt.
Yes. Add a few more blinkies.
It'll be either the first or the second Saturday in December. It won't be so close to Christmas that it gets ridiculous. Any questions?
Yeah, how many spaces are there going to be this year? More than last, or are we looking at the same number?
We're going to try and make it more than last. It depends on the venue to how many more than last. We'd like to obviously fit in as many as we can. The more the merrier, but there's timing issues. We've got to make sure everybody can compete and get there at the same and finalise. You may have noticed last year, those who did attend, we had a long wait to get the results. We're actually changing how we're going to compile the results during the event, so it's not going to be that way, which will give us a bit more time.
There may even be a leaderboard.
Yes, there may even be a leaderboard.
Maybe.
Is there any geographical restriction on where a team can come from?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. We had
Have you had
people
a
last
weekend
year
somewhere?
applying to enter. There's one from Australia wanted to
Oh, okay.
enter.
No, not going that far.
Yes, they wanted to send us their robot.
Okay.
And they wanted to control it over the internet. Which would have been lovely, but well,
Extra stress on the day.
we decided that it possibly wouldn't work. I don't think we had any non-UK robots actually come last year. Last year, it was the first year we ran it, we didn't know how it would turn out, so we didn't allow any external to the UK robots to apply. However, this year may be different.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Price, money, how much can you spend?
Yes.
You can spend from almost nothing to however much you like. However, there will be. There was last year. We again, this goes along with the rules. We will probably have 2 classes. There may be a 3rd class.
Yep.
But we can't tell you about that 3rd class yet.
One thing we will be looking at this year is looking at doing it based on size rather than cost. Yeah.
There will be an upper limit of size. A3 is about as big as we can probably go because of the building the courses. So no PiWars, right? Well, I mean, do the board. However, one of your other robots probably do quite well.
Any other questions? There's one at the back.
Yes, there was a.
Can there be flying robots?
No.
No, sorry, it's a little too dangerous for flying robots, I'm afraid.
We've only ever had one. We've had one Pi flying robot, and they had to be outside because he was worried about which direction it was going to go in. So definitely not.
Drones are nice, but yeah, it's a bit. Also, the obstacle course. Can they do the obstacle course? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fly over straight.
Try me again. Are there any limits on ages or size of teams, or
No.
it's just completely open?
Completely open.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yes, a class of 6-year-olds, 36-year-olds, if I want to enter, great.
I'm not sure the world is prepared for 36.
Okay, any other questions?
No?
We will be blogging about it, putting more information on the PiWars website, also Recount the website, and anywhere else. We'll be tweeting about it as time goes on. So start thinking about your robots now and whether you want to enter. Did I see a hand go up there? Did you want to ask anything? No? Okay. Yes.
Can we have interchangeable parts?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
different wheels and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. The more if you want to be very innovative with your construction, that's absolutely
At what point is it no longer the same robot?
It will have to have the same chassis, and obviously it'll have to be controlled with a Raspberry Pi.
And we would want all your programming on one SD card. I think would probably be a limitation. Otherwise, we'll be doing the code review forever.
What happened last year with code reviews? We don't actually look at every file that you supply. We look at a sample because it just took too long last year. But so it's a random sample of what you send. So make sure it's all good.
Has it got to be autonomous, or can you control it?
Some of the courses are autonomous. For example, the line follower, the distance, proximity is autonomous.
3-point turners.
3-point turn is autonomous. But the obstacle course, the robot on robot, Skittles, and what else did we have there? Those are all controlled.
I think the last year we did straight line with you could have it autonomous, but you didn't have to.
Right.
And you got extra points for being autonomous.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Anyone else want to enter? Anyone want to enter?
No, just get them all off.
Oh, well. Got Brian. Brian wants to.
Yeah.
See whether we have a little one or a big one this time.
In that case, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.